So where we are right now is an Eastie Farm space. This is 6 Chelsea Terrace in East Boston. Eastie Farm has built a greenhouse. It's a zero emissions greenhouse, which means it will not emit carbon in its operations. This is a place for community events. This is the place for annual growing of plants through the winter. And this is a place where people can pick up their CSA subscriptions. Other types of free food distribution that we do can happen here. Also education happen here. East Boston, for the most part, is an immigrant neighborhood, and it has been for the longest time. Originally, it was Irish folks, then it was Jewish folks, and it was Italian folks, and later on, some Southeast Asian folks, and then lately, Latinx folks from Central and South America. Eastie Farm came out of the realization that a lot of the immigrants in this neighborhood have agrarian backgrounds. They want to get their hands dirty. They want to plant something. They want to grow their own food. They want to bring their children and show what they used to do back home. Also, there are pieces of land that have been abandoned and not put to good use that could be turned into open, green community spaces where people can gather, get to know each other, build bridges across economic, cultural, linguistic backgrounds, and become a strong community. So growing food is this visceral, joyful thing that we can all do. However, it really is only a vehicle for growing communities, for growing good citizens, responsible citizens. About the greening in East Boston, we have a large international airport, the Boston Logan Airport. Massport, which is the entity that owns and runs the airport and the harbor, created another park called Piers Park. It's a beautiful park on the waterfront with a nice view of the Boston skyline. There is also the Greenway, which is a walkway. You can bike along there, so that's a good community asset. And there are a couple of urban wilds in the neighborhood. They're owned by the city, Condor Street Urban Wild and Rockies Urban Wild. I'd say for the past 7 to 8 or 9 years, there has been rapid new development in East Boston. For some reason or other, most of the development has tended to be towards luxury housing, luxury condos, and it's accordingly very expensive as well. And all this development, upward economic pressure on the neighborhood as a whole. That led to a lot of eviction. We lost a lot of our neighbors. There have been situations where when we were doing food relief as Eastie Farm during COVID, we've gone to triple deckers where each floor has 3 bedrooms and each floor had 3 families. So we were serving for 9 families in these triple deckers, and all of them had COVID. So that's the kind of difficulty that's been going on, while there's also been this new development and people coming in. I don't doubt that green gentrification is a thing, as in greening leading to more gentrification, and I don't doubt that it's happening in many parts of the world. If we talk about what's happening in East Boston, the gentrification would have happened with or without greening. I think what attracts people to East Boston is the convenience of access to downtown, where they most likely have their jobs. And it's got nice views. And even if you didn't have the green space, the views are still there. So the reason for gentrification, I would say, is the price increase that has resulted from the inflow of people with higher incomes.